Hi, I'm Lynn Watts with Wyatt the Wonder Dog Books. And today, what I'd like to talk about is feelings and some strategies, some activities that you could do to help children understand feelings, to recognize feelings in themselves and in others. This can be used for all kinds of different things that you might be interested in teaching either in a classroom or in a small group. So let's start with a feeling circle. And what you can do here, and of course, it doesn't have to be a circle. If you've got a small group, you could circle children up. But if it's a classroom, you don't have to have them in a circle. And you can share the feelings in a lot of different ways. You could have feeling cards like these. You could simply write feelings down on a pieces of paper if you have students of the age where they can read. You could draw faces that show a feeling. You could have students come up with their own feeling, just depending on what you want to do with it. So once you have each student assigned a feeling, whether they select that themselves or whether it's just chance and they pull a feeling out of a basket, then you can do a number of things with it. If they're younger, you can have them act out the feelings and have others guess what the feeling is. So in that situation, of course, you're talking about body language and you're talking about perhaps what sort of situations might happen where somebody would have that feeling. And then, of course, you can also talk about how do you handle that feeling? What are some different ways of expressing that feeling? What might work best for the student and for those around them, and what might be some things that aren't a good idea. For instance, if you're angry at somebody and you hit that other person, then obviously that's not a very good choice. So you can use the feeling in a lot of different ways. As students are older, you can have them simply identify the feeling, and then you might ask them, what was the time that you had that feeling, and have them describe the situation. And then you might have them talk about best choices, best ways to handle or express the feeling. And you can also get input from other students in the group or in the classroom. So, talking about feelings in this way meets a lot of different situations. It helps with developing recognition of feelings, emotional regulation. It helps with developing empathy because certainly we need to understand and recognize our own feelings before we can empathize with others. It's also a great way to incorporate conflict resolution if the feeling involves other people, and also problem solving. So use of feelings and feeling circle in this way is a great way to help students understand feelings better. Thanks so much for listening.